So Mariana, can you share some of your experiences with the preparation? How did you prepare for this exam?
Well, as you said, there are some elements that are quite, easy because, for example, I've always listened to the radio. My radio is almost constantly on, in my house. So that makes things easier, at least for the listening and the listening part. And then personally, I started with some self-study. I think a few months prior to the date that I had set for myself. And I just wanted to get, familiar with the C2 structure, the syllabus. And it was okay. It was okay. But I think
Mm,
at a certain point I realized that there was something that, I mean, I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but there
mm,
was something that I was probably not nailing, so to
mm,
speak.
yeah,
And that's when I decided to enroll in your course.
right.
Because I think, I know because I prepare my students for exams with a different provider. And so I thought at that point, I thought there's something here strategically that I need to learn. When I started your course, then something shifted immediately.
Mm,
It was really immediate. You need to understand the strategy behind it. You need to understand what the examiner requires, what they want from you. And that's it. And then I started practicing with mock exams, one after the other on
yeah.
on a roll.
What about you, Julia? Was it a similar preparation experience for you?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I can vouch everything that Brianna said.
Mm,
So effectively, I started with a few exercises like grammar exercises, trying to get to the level of Cambridge. But then I figured out that I needed to switch gear and look for different resources. So and then I also found your course.
mm,
So I think what's been difficult is that when you are a high level and you kind of like plateau and you don't find a way how to improve again and keep improving your English. So then I think at that point, you need a strategy more than anything else. And
yeah.
you need to find a way how to tackle the exam, what the examiners want. Also, because there is so much to do in the exam. So, not because I want to
Mm,
scare anybody, but obviously, we know there are so many components. And so it feels like feels quite overwhelming. And I feel that with the strategies and the time management in particular, so you can go through also the mock tests and all the other practice activities, etc., but with a better framework. Yeah.
yeah.